I am that which whispers, which carries, which connects. This thread of life, adrift, untethered. It must be woven back into the fabric of the world. Remember. Remember who you are. Now go. Return to the land, to your destiny. Cry out. Call out your name. Where am I?
Is this what the crystal wished to show us?
Without a doubt, my lady. Where the light led, there he lay.
Are those voices? But whose?
'Twould seem he is a young man of the sea.
This is all a little unexpected, I must say. But I trust you, Sir Sloane, and I trust the light of the crystal.
He may not seem much, my lady, but appearances can be deceiving. In any case, he is in need of urgent treatment. Let us return to town with all haste. We will talk more of what this means at a later juncture.
Can't believe I survived. Huh? Where am I?
You are in Halcyonia, in an inn. Don't be alarmed, you are quite safe. Now that you appear to be capable of speaking, perhaps you could tell me a little about yourself.
Me? Sure, I mean, I'm just a regular sailor, I guess. My ship got hit by this huge wave, and I was swept overboard. I don't remember anything after that. Guess I must have drifted here on the tide.
I see. Then perhaps it was the crystal's will after all.
Huh? What do you mean?
Ah, our young seafarer has awoken at last. Verily, thy plight hath troubled us greatly, friend. We had feared the very worst.
This is Sir Sloane, the royal man-at-arms.
The... what?
Come, milady. We must make haste. It will not do to keep King Vernon waiting.
Indeed not. We will leave right away.
Wait, you're going to meet a king? Who exactly are you?
Gloria of Musa, at your service. Princess Gloria of Musa, if you prefer my proper title. Although, since my kingdom was destroyed, I've been unsure whether I'm worthy of it any longer.
You're a princess.
I shall explain everything in due course. For now, you would do well to rest a while longer.
Sure. Okay.
Feeling better now, are you?
Yeah. Thanks for letting me stay here.
Don't mention it. It's only right to help people out when they're in need.
Well, thanks all the same. So this place is called Halcyonia, right? Can't say I've ever heard of it. Where exactly are we?
Ah, I didn't think you were from around here. All right, let me show you on a map. Here we are.
What the? This map doesn't make any sense. Where the heck am I?
I heard you met with something of a calamity.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. My ship was hit by a giant wave. Must have been a freak storm or something.
Oh dear. Yes, we've been hearing a lot about enormous waves and the like lately. We're all right here in the city, but I heard they wreaked havoc down on the coast.
That doesn't sound good. Maybe I should go check it out. See if I can figure out what happened to me.
Well, the seaside's not far south of here. Follow the road out of town, and you'll be there in a jiffy. Tell you what, why don't you take the map with you in case you get lost?
Really? Thanks.
Princess Gloria, thank you for joining us. I think you may have some inkling of why I have summoned you here. It concerns the future of the Musan royal line. It has been 3 years now since you came here to our kingdom, and while I can only imagine your pain at having lost your realm under such tragic circumstances, there comes a time when one must turn from the past and begin to look forward. I wonder if you might consider making your stay here a more long-term arrangement. Prime Minister Horton has convinced me that in finding you a suitable match, we might sooner bring about the restoration of your kingdom.
Has he indeed?
Thank you, Your Majesty. Yes, with King Vernon's permission, I have instructed my heralds to canvass potential suitors for you, Princess Gloria. Musa's unfortunate end need not mean the end of its illustrious line, after all.
I see. And have you any thoughts on the matter, Sir Sloane?
The honorable gentleman's line of reasoning is not without merit. Such an arrangement would indeed benefit Musa in the long term.
Ah, wise words, Sir Sloane. Your reputation as both a warrior and a thinker is well-deserved, I see.
Yet I would not dream to speak for Her Highness, of course. 'Tis she and she alone who must decide.
King Vernon, your concern for my well-being is, as ever, far more than I deserve. Alas, I have a sacred duty to perform before I can even begin to consider such worldly affairs. This being so, I am afraid I have no choice but to respectfully decline your suggestion.
What? How dare you treat King Vernon's kind offices with such disdain? Why, a match has been all but agreed already. Do you wish His Majesty to look a fool?
That will be quite enough, Horton. We have no right to expect anything of Princess Gloria beyond her kindness in hearing us out. We are friends and allies of long standing, and her wishes will be respected. If it is not impolite to ask, Your Highness, what is this sacred duty of which you speak?
The time has come for me to recover my kingdom's greatest treasures, the 4 crystals. Fortunately, thanks to Sir Sloane, the wind crystal is safely in my possession already, but the whereabouts of the others remain unknown. And that does not bode well. Fire, water, wind, earth, nature's masters. The crystal's power exceeds the hand of man, and if unleashed, would bring down death, disaster, calamity and blight upon the land. I learned those lines as soon as I could talk, and if I understand them correctly, the troubled seas may be merely the first among many calamities to come.
It is my duty, no, my destiny, as Princess of Musa, to do all that I can to prevent further misfortune befalling our world. And I shall fulfill it.
Very well. I understand completely. Princess Gloria, you must go. You must fulfill your destiny.
Thank you, King Vernon. Your understanding in the matter is much appreciated.
Duh.
Whoa.
It's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I heard it was bad, but this is something else.
You should have seen the size of the waves. They smashed absolutely everything to
A monster! Quickly! Get out of here! Let's stay focused. Okay, what's the plan? I'm going all in! Guess it's my turn.
Crikey! Sorry, pal. I didn't see you standing there.
How many times have I told you? Look before you cast. You can't just jump in spells blazing.
And how many times have I told you? I'm a big picture guy. He's alright, isn't he? Don't sweat the details.
Someone has to when you're going around nearly frazzling people. Are you alright?
Yeah, I guess. But who are you exactly?
Just a couple of concerned passers-by. This guy's a wandering scholar, and I'm the one he hired to try and keep him out of trouble. The name's Adele.
Oh, and I'm Elvis.
Anyway, enough chit-chat. We've got a battle to finish. Try not to incinerate anyone, okay, Elvis?
Aye, aye. I'll do my best.
All right, then. Here I go. Let's see now.
Phew.
All right, then.
Come and get her!
Woohoo! We are good at this!
And in a scrap, aren't you, laddie? That was some tasty brawling.
It really was. You were definitely more help than a certain so-called scholar I could mention.
Oh, aye, less of that. I pulled my weight fair and square. Isn't that right, pal?
Huh? Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, you're only saying that because he put you on the spot. It's all right, you know. You can tell us what you really think. Besides, if you're nice to this one, it'll only go to his head.
And what would be so wrong with that, eh? Go on, son. Praise away. I could do with a wee boost to the old self-esteem.
Believe me, that's the last thing he needs.
Anyway, thanks for helping me out back there. Miss.
Hey, less of that. It's just plain Adele, okay?
Aye, we don't stand much in ceremony, us two. What are you doing scrapping with monsters anyway? You don't look like your average warrior, I must say.
Oh, I was just helping out an old lady who was in trouble.
Have a go hero, eh? Very noble. I reckon you and me are going to get along just fine. Which is lucky, because I'm about to take you back to town and treat you to a wee drink.
Oh, really? Are you sure?
Am I sure? After a bonding experience like that, I insist on it.
Well, in that case, all right.
That's the spirit.
Ho-ho! Then away to the tavern we go. I've worked up a right old thirst. Oh, but before I forget, have you seen one of these about the place?
What is it?
It's called an asterisk. Us two are on a journey collecting them, which is how we ended up happening across you.
But we're not friends or anything. I'm only here because he hired me.
Okay, details. Anyway, We heard there was someone around these parts in possession of one of these wee beauties, so I was wondering if you might know something?
No. Sorry, guys. I'm not from around here. Matter of fact, I'm not even here by choice. I got shipwrecked and just kind of washed up nearby.
A shipwreck? Talk about a calamity.
Yeah, I guess. But hey, I'm still alive and I wasn't too badly hurt, so...
Aye, sounds like you've plenty to be thankful for. Not least of all meeting the two of us. Now, shall we go and celebrate or what? That bar won't prop itself up.
Your Highness, a wandering merchant brings most worrisome tidings. The desert kingdom of Savalon is beset by a sudden abundance of water. So much so that full half the capital has been submerged. A deluge in the desert, milady. 'Tis unheard of. I would fain hazard a guess that this is a crystal's doing.
Savalon? The kingdom is a muse and ally of long standing.
And King Orion is a fine man. I am sure he would be happy to tell us more about what has been happening. We should head there right away.
One moment, milady. Lurk not in the shadows, rogues. Show yourselves.
Very impressive, Sir Sloane. The greatest swordsman in the land is still as sharp as ever, it seems.
Thou knowest me. Then thee and thy companion are no mere sneak thieves, it would seem. Perhaps thou might do me the kindness of an introduction.
Well, since you asked so nicely, my sharp-eyed friend, I am Selena.
Yeah, and I'm Dag.
We will come straight to the point, yes? Princess Gloria, we want the wind crystal. Please make this easy for everyone and hand it over.
What?
Come now, do as we say and no one will have to get hurt.
Never mind all the fancy talk, Selena. Let's just bash him and take the bloody thing. The old codger's already got one foot in the grave. We'll be done with him in no time.
Thou thinkest me too old to school thee, boy? There is life in this old dog yet.
Ooh, Gramps has got a temper on him. Well, rage all you like, mate. You don't stand a chance against me.
Is that an asterisk?
Too right it is. Bet you wish you'd just given us the crystal now, don't ya? Bring it, old man.
What? Was it you? Do the despoilers of Musa stand before me?
Musa? What are you on about?
Mayhap you are mere mercenaries. In which case, whose coin hath purchased thy services? I'll show ya.
Oh no.
Game's up, Grandad. Put the sword down, or the kid gets it.
Stop it! Let me go! Sir Sloane, you must do as he says. What kind of monster takes a child hostage?
Whatever. It worked, didn't it? All's fair dinkum in love and war. Now shut your whinging and hand over the crystal.
Please stop it! I do not have the crystal.
Hey?
You have hidden it somewhere. Very well. Then we will just have to take you instead.
Never!
You will let the child go free? Then I will do as you say.
Princess Gloria,
hostage trade, eh? Not a bad idea. And I'd probably go along with it too if Greybeard here hadn't rubbed me up the wrong way.
Sir Sloane!
Fear not, Your Highness. 'Twill take a mightier blow than this to fell me.
Will it now? Well, there's a coincidence, because that's exactly what I was about to give you. Ready or not?
Your Highness!
I have already agreed to come with you. There is no need for further bloodshed.
Oh, yeah? Think you can tell me what to do ya? You ain't the princess of me, girlie.
All right, Dag. You have had your fun.
But...
She was telling the truth. She does not have the wind crystal. Now, do as we promised and release the child. You can walk, yes? You must fetch the wind crystal and bring it to the abandoned house north of town. Once you have done that, we will release Princess Gloria. But if you even think about bringing help from Halcyonia, well, I am sure I don't need to tell you what would happen.
Smell you later, Drongo.
Princess Gloria!
Come on then, let's have it.
All right then.
Okay then.
Right, let's see. Eat sorcery.
Okay, what's the plan? Sorry, pal.
We did it, guys!
New powers, huh?
This should be fun. All right then. Yeah!
Yeah!
Okay, what's the plan?
Eat sorcery!
What's the plan?
Guess it's my turn.
Right, let's see. Come and get her! Burn! Smolder! Ooh, right in the soft bits! Come and get her! That had to hurt! Almighty flare! You didn't like that, did you?
We've got this, right? Yeah! I'm all set!
We did it! Just someone's getting stronger.
Help! Somebody help me!
You okay? What's the matter?
A horrible man and woman took me, but then an old man and another woman came and saved me, but then the man got attacked and now he's really badly hurt.
We'd better go help him out. Will you show us where he is? Whoa! Are you okay? Wait a second. You're the guy from before.
Greetings, young seafarer.
You're hurt. We need to get you seen to right away.
'Tis not. But the princess...
What happened to Gloria? Is she okay?
The fiends took her.
Never mind that now. Let's get you to bed.
You're right. Come on.
Well, I'll be jiggled. So you're the famous Sir Sloan, eh? Lady Emma told me all kinds of wild tales about you, my man.
Oh, and how is dear Emma? Is she well?
I'm afraid she passed on 6 months ago or so.
I see. Thou wert her apprentice. Time truly does fly. Why, I can recall when the good lady studied under another herself. But forgive me, much as I would love to spend the day in fond reminiscence, alas, there are more pressing matters at hand. I must away and wrest Her Highness from the clutches of those unconscionable rogues.
Sorry, but you won't be wresting anyone from anything in your condition. I'd be surprised if you could wrest yourself out of bed.
But I must!
Well, how about I join you?
You are kind indeed, young sir, but I cannot allow it. The rogues in question are in possession of an asterisk.
Well, that's all the more reason to go deal with them, right? Besides, I owe you after you helped me out back there at the beach.
But good sir,
I'm coming too. If there's an asterisk involved, I'm there with bells on.
Thine aid is appreciated, but Might I ask why the asterisk would interest thee so?
Oh, aye. Ask away, pal. It's because of this old book, see? I found it when I was going through Lady Emma's stuff. I couldn't read a word of it when I first picked the thing up. But we've an asterisk near it, and the gobbledygook starts making sense. And I'm nothing if not nosy, so I set out on a quest to find enough of these special wee stones to read the whole thing.
Intriguing.
If I can find another asterisk and help your pal into the bargain, then everyone's a winner.
Great! Then we should leave right away.
Though it weighs heavy on my conscience to enlist the aid of strangers, I fear I have little choice. You have my thanks. Her Highness has been taken to an abandoned building north of the town. Let us make haste!
let's do this.
What's the plan? Okay! Oh, did you underestimate us?
Come on then, let's have it!
Here I go!
Okay then.
Did you see that? I'm amazing.
Okay, let's do this.
What's the plan? I'm all set! It's nothing!
Here I go.
Oh, did you underestimate us?
This feels good.
You're in for a treat.
Here I go.
Too easy. They're sitting ducks.
Okay, what's the plan?
I'm going all in!
All right then. Too easy.
Let's stay focused.
What's the plan?
Guess it's my turn.
Oh, did you underestimate us? Hooray! So what's the plan? Princess Gloria's being held hostage, right?
Indeed she is, fair maiden. 'Twill be necessary for me to enter alone and begin negotiations. lest the brigands suspect foul play. However, at a suitable juncture, I shall create a distraction, allowing your merry band to swoop in and rescue Her Highness.
A distraction, eh? And how do you plan to do that?
With this, 'tis a sorcerer's stone that upon firm impact emits a most dazzling light. I shall cry out, "By the light of the sun!" and by these words shalt thou know to enter. The princess knoweth well this phrase. 'Tis one we have long since settled upon, and by it shall know to close our eyes full tight.
Nice. So we just wait for the signal, then it's go time, right?
Precisely. I shall be counting on you.
Come on then, let's have it.
What's the plan?
Looks like we did it.
Woo! I like what I'm seeing here.
We've got the upper hand, guys. Guess it's my turn. I'm going all in!
Well, what's next, I wonder?
Looks like we did it. Okay, let's do this.
I'm up, huh?
Did you see that? I'm amazing.
won't be going easy on you. All right then. Oh, did you underestimate us?
Onwards and upwards. Looks like luck's on our side.
I'm up, huh? Okay.
You rang? I'm ready for this. There's more than one way to skin a cat. Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Guess it's my turn.
I'm going all in! Yeah! Did you see that? I'm amazing. It's nothing I don't deserve.
This should be fun.
Guess it's my turn.
I'm going all in!
What's the plan? Oh, did you underestimate us?
You're in for a treat.
Here I go. I'm all set.
Did you see that? I'm amazing. Let's see what you're made of, eh?
All right then. Okay.
Guess it's my turn.
All right. Oh, what's next, I wonder? Away, bio your heat!
I'm done.
To push too far
I'm
is
not done
folly.
yet.
Alrighty! Eat sorcery!
Oh, did you underestimate us?
Yahar!
We won't be going easy on you.
Oh, what's next, I wonder?
That was a piece of cake. Let's do this. Okay then.
Away and fire your heat! Crack! Fighting over that came from. Sorcery! How? Another one bites the dust.
Too easy. I wonder what's next for me.
Ha! Looks like luck's on our side.
I'm up, huh? Ha! I'm all set!
Right, let's see. You better be ready for this. Away and fire your heat. Eat sorcery. Away and fire your heat. Plenty more where that came from. Did you see that? I'm amazing. Now this is interesting.
Ready, everyone?
I'll drink to that.
We won't be going easy on you. All right then. Yeah! I'm all set!
Here I go.
Oh, what's next, I wonder?
We did it, guys!
This feels good.
no way we're losing this one.
Did you see that? I'm amazing. They're wide open, get stuck in.
Okay.
That was a piece of cake.
They're wide open, get stuck in.
I'm up, huh? I'm all set!
Okay, what's the plan?
I'm going all in!
Hey, I'll drink to that.
All right then. Yeah! That was close.
Right, let's see.
Oh, did you underestimate us?
Ha! Looks like luck's on our side.
Guess it's my turn.
Here I go.
That was a piece of cake. We've got the upper hand, guys.
What's the plan?
Okay, what's the plan? That was a piece of cake.
Come on then, let's have it.
What's the plan?
Right, let's see. That'll do nicely. Thought it was just a bookworm, did you? Come on then, let's have it.
Here I go!
Spirit
Sorry to be a pain.
Right, let's see. I had to
What's
hunt.
the plan?
You rang?
We did it, guys.
Hard work always pays off.
They're silly ducks. What's the plan?
You rang? I'll drink to that.
Still no sign of him. Where is the useless old fart?
Calm yourself, Dag. Becoming flustered at a time like this will only benefit our enemies. He almost got the better of you, it is true. But you will prevail in the end. You always do.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right. And when I do, we'll have the wind crystal. And that little beauty's gonna make the both of us filthy, stinking rich!
You do not care that your actions might bring about untold calamity.
Pull the other one! That calamity stuff's just a load of bulldust some drongo made up so they could keep the crystals for themselves.
I can assure you that it is no such thing. You have seen the state of the oceans for yourself. Does that not concern you at all?
Bah! It couldn't concern me less, you Madge. It'll take more than a couple of waves to put me off making the big bucks.
Oh, how can you possibly be so short-sighted?
They're sitting ducks.
Guess it's my turn.
I'm up, huh?
That was a piece of cake.
You're in for a treat.
Okay then.
Too easy. They're sitting ducks.
Here I go.
You rang? You better be ready for this.
That was a piece of cake. Oh yeah.
Looks like luck's on our side.
Here I go. Okay. I'm going all in.
All right then. I'm all set. Too easy.
We've got the upper hand, guys.
Here I go. I'm all set.
Here I go. I'm going all in.
Too easy. Hooray!
Hear me, villains! I have brought to you the fabled jewel as requested. Now, prove that thou art as good as thy word. Allow the
Not until we have seen the crystal. Dag.
On it.
Back, rogue! The princess. Release her unto me.
First the crystal. And please, do not try anything foolish. Your precious princess will only suffer all the more.
Come on, Gramps. Hand it over.
Very well. The Princess Gloria, by the light of the sun!
The eyes!
Go, go, go!
You okay, Gloria?
It's you! Thank you. Yes.
This way.
Princess, thou art unhurt, I pray?
I'm quite all right. Thank you, Sir Sloane.
Can we leave the pleasantries for later? We need to get out of here.
Curses.
Did you really think we would not be prepared for some manner of cheap trickery? So sorry to disappoint you. And you know, we really would have let you go unharmed if you had handed over the crystal as requested. But that is out of the question now. You have upset us, and therefore we must teach you a lesson. A very painful lesson.
Too bloody right we must. You've half blinded me here.
Oh, for goodness sake. Pull yourself together, Dag.
I'll be right, boss. Just a bit blindsided by these Drongo's dirty tricks is all. You'll pay for that.
Damn. It can't end like this. We were so...
What the?
Can it truly be?
Where am I?
You. You who heed my call.
Wait. That's the voice I heard after I fell into the sea.
Hear me. I am wind. The sigh of the land made crystal.
The wind crystal? So that thing Sir Sloane was carrying is... talking to me?
It is. It was I whose breath bore you to this place. But there were those who would have seen you sunk forever, who cut your life's thread short.
What? Wait a minute. Are you trying to tell me I died back there?
I am. But you are here now. Your thread retied, rewoven. My power made it so. And now it is time to choose. Embrace oblivion and allow the coming of calamity. Or make a stand and fight for your survival. Should you choose the latter, you need only step into the light. If you seek the sweet release of death instead, you need only wait for it to wrap its arms around you. Lies, delusions, credulity, isolation, all the absurd imperfections of the human world await you. There is still time to change your mind, to forego the suffering and surrender yourself to eternal peace. But no, you choose the harder path. You are bold, courageous. This being so, I grant my power unto you. Go forward and accept your destiny.
What just happened?
What was that light?
A revelation. The crystal's blessing. And that can mean only one thing. Thou art one of us. A hero of light.
Come, let us fight!
You strong guys are in for a thrashing!
All right then. Okay, all set!
Oh man, get it! It's my time to shine. I'll give it all I got. Dig deep, guys.
You reckon you're pretty tough, don't ya? But you're no match for us, I can tell you that much.
Don't get cocky, Dag.
After the stunt they pulled before? Not likely. I'm gonna make them pay for being so sneaky. I'm gonna make them pay 100 times over.
To arms!
Oh, what's next, I wonder? You better be ready for this! We fail your heat! Crack! Rumble! Almighty thunder! Come and get it!
Too close for comfort.
To push too far is folly! I'm going all in!
There.
Very annoying. All right.
This should help.
What's the plan?
it.
Here, I needed that.
Let me see.
There.
To push too far is folly.
This should help.
Annoying.
You rang?
Almighty thunder!
Come and get her!
We fail you! Ooh, right in the
Come and get her!
Here I go. Okay.
There. Too close for comfort.
Spirits heal us.
Oh, that's the stuff! I'm back in business!
To push too far is
And
folly.
I'm back.
Might knows no bounds!
This should help.
Here.
There. Too close for comfort.
Spirits heal
No
us.
thanks.
Annoying,
Okay then.
This should help.
Here.
I owe you one.
Here I go.
Here, this'll help!
Okay, what's the plan?
Spirits heal us.
Okay, I'm all set. Let's see now.
You saved my bacon there.
try
Cheers!
this.
I owe you one.
Let's see now.
That was a close one, eh?
Try this.
You saved my bacon there. Oh, what's next, I wonder? Rumble! Away and file your heat! Ooh, right in the soft bits! Get her! Away and file your heat! I had to hurt! Next!
Too close for comfort.
Spirits heal us.
Sorry to trouble you!
This should help.
Here I go.
There, there. The best is yet to come! Too close for comfort. This should help.
Come and get it! Here, try this. Oh, this will do it.
My time is not yet
Try
come.
this.
Your help.
Let me see.
Yes! More!
This should do it.
To push too far is folly. Right, let's see.
Too close for comfort.
I'm up, huh? Easy does it.
Let me at him!
Here I go.
Well, what's next, I wonder? You better be ready for this! Come and get it! Come and get it! Wait till you reach right in the soft bits!
There, there.
Come and get it! I'm going all in! This'll do it.
Thank you.
Spirits
I shall endeavor to return the
This should
favor.
help. Too close for comfort.
Feeling good?
pretty annoying, huh?
All right then. I'm all set.
There, there. Too close for comfort.
Let me at him! Okay.
There, there.
Hang in there, all right? All righty!
get her!
You got me.
Crack!
You really got
Come
me,
and
Wood.
get her!
Dag, can you stand?
Not quite. I'll be right though. Probably.
How could you do this to poor Dag? You will pay.
To push too far is folly.
Too close for comfort.
Let me see.
There.
I'm up, huh?
Oh no, not yet.
Had enough yet? Onwards and upwards.
We'll get you back for this!
Hey, not so fast.
Sir Sloane! Time to make a swift exit.
No, wait. Sir Sloane. You're okay, right?
'Tis not, lad. Worry not.
All right, let's get out of here before they come back with more of their friends.